Hello and welcome to Irondice mode, character creation. Hello, David. How are you feeling?
Hello. I'm feeling alright. Rerun dying, it's unfortunate, but I'm pretty happy with how the run went, and I'm pretty happy with the duration of it as well.
Yep.
It was fun. It was very fun playing improvised survival D&D, but it's also gonna be fun to go back to maybe having morals again.
Okay. For character creation now, we're gonna just try to run through it so that I can have something to plan for. Is my desire.
Yeah.
And looking at our little map, if you zoom around a bit.
Yeah.
Are you happy continuing to explore Chaldeus? Do you want to continue to deepen this area? Or do you want to try to experience something else now that most of it... Bastia you cannot go to. Bastia is not ready for play. Up in the far northwest. No, far northeast. But pretty much everywhere else I could run a single player campaign. I'm not gonna let you play in Dalod, but yeah.
Yeah. I think that depends on what kind of character I roll up. I'm fine with playing in other places, but it depends on what kind of character I roll up.
I will say that I still am very happy to keep playing Chaldeus. I have lots of prep for Chaldeus. So I can do lots of things in Chaldeus. It's also the most diverse setting. That's why I prepped it first. Like, the most things are doable in Chaldeus. The other places are all, like, much thicker in, like, their vibe. They're much more set in what kind of places they are. Chaldeus is sort of like a little bit lawless in comparison to most of these places, so that's why. Pali is also very simple to play, but I just wanted to let you know that you have the opportunity if you feel a vibe. Are we just rolling stats
again,
then?
It depends. Yeah, we start with that, I guess.
Well, how do you want to roll stats this time? Because that's sort of like the vibe I started hitting with Irondice mode, is that like I wanted to really start the show with just rolling 3d6 down the line. But now that we've played like 3 characters, you play 1 heroic character, I want you to be able to be a bit experimental with it. So if you have a fun idea for a dice rolling thing, like how you would like to try to do it, we can try lots of things.
I don't have any particular ideas for dice rolling.
Do you have any
I don't really want to do like
for characters?
I think I have two ideas. One is I either want to play a like kind of fighter, pit fighter type of like gladiator-esque. We already established that you don't have like really a gladiator stuff, but
not really.
It could be some kind of like underground fight ring thing.
Yeah.
Either that, or it could be fun to play some kind of like wizard at Wizard Academy.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Over in Ignalia.
So one of those two, I think. And I think I kind of just want to... I don't really want to like decide something ahead of time.
Okay.
So I do kind of just want to let the dice speak for themselves.
Okay.
But we'll see. Maybe I'll play a priest for the 3rd time in a row.
How about we do
Who
this?
knows?
How about we roll a half character, a half heroic character, where you can pick 3 stats in advance, and those stats you will roll 3d6 drop 1, and then 46 drop 1, and then the other 3 stats you'll roll mediocre on, like 3d6 normally, and that could still turn out either way, but it gives you a little bit of influence of like, I want a slightly better bet on these stats.
Sure. In that case, I would like to do that with perception. I guess it's not gonna be one of those, regardless, right?
Oh yeah, I guess you get 3 out of 7 stats.
Yeah. So I guess in that case, if I want to play either a fighter or a wizard, I'll do that for strength and int.
Okay.
And maybe either con or dex. I guess probably con.
Alright, con. So strength, con, and int will give you heroic stats on, and the rest will give you normal stats on. This is a thing that I've learned for when I want to make like cool NPCs. I usually do this. I roll them as half heroic to like give them a little bit of a vibe. The guy who just killed you had half heroic stats.
So yeah, all right, let's try doing that then.
Cool, let's do it.
Let's
But wait, he did have half heroic stats. Motherfucker still did not have a stat higher than 13, so...
Lol.
Yeah.
All right, we do strength first.
Okay, strength time.
So we do 2d. Wait, what is it? Wait, what do you roll d20s? Or do you roll
D6s.
What do you roll again? D6. Is it 3d6?
Well, for strength, you're rolling 4d6, drop 1, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So it's
Right.
4d6, KH free.
Yeah, I forgot what you roll.
For stats?
Okay,
Damn, dude.
yeah, look,
Have a man
Right,
go
okay.
9 sessions without dying and he forgets how to make a character.
What's the command again?
/R
46.
space 4d6
Yeah.
keep high KH free.
KH free, right?
Yeah.
So we're not doing a fighter. We're not doing a fighter.
Heroic strength. Cool. Okay, we're doing dex
Bro.
then.
Yeah, that's just straight 3d6.
Yep, that's just straight 3d6.
Bruh.
Oh god. Hey, this could be the best wizard ever. 4d6
Wait, why am I
drop
still rolling
1
at read on?
because I haven't shifted your thing
XP?
yet. Yeah, one second.
Okay, yeah,
I
alright.
can shift you out of it.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
It does not.
Okay, con. Then that's heroic stats. Con.
That is a heroic stat. That's a
okay,
14.
that's decent.
That is
That's decent.
1 too low to get HP bonuses though. 15 con is where it really starts juicing up.
Okay, int, also heroic.
Yes. Come on, baby. 11.
Alright.
It's not great, but it's playable.
Okay, wisdom. Bruh. Bro!
14 wisdom again?
Bro, the universe just wants me to play free!
What is this?
Okay, charisma.
9.
9.
That's fine.
Perception.
Oh god. Oh!
Oh my god.
The most perceptive motherfucker in the universe. That is the highest stat in Irondice yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's very high, so...
Heroic stats. 6, 14,
Dude, what?
11. Non-heroic stats. 14 and 17, dude.
What do we do with this character?
This is a very interesting character.
What do we do here?
I wouldn't even... By the
We're
way, I
obviously
know that
not
there
doing-
is a 14 wisdom. Even memes aside of you playing only priest, I wouldn't play this as a priest. I would not want to play a priest with 6 strength. I wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah, no, that is a good point. And so, like, yeah, obviously not playing a fighter here.
Yeah. Do you want to
My
look at
dex
the
is
penalties for
equally as
11
bad.
int? You want to look at the penalties for 11 int on a wizard?
Penalties for 11 int?
What the penalties are, like how bad it is.
You get penalty for 11?
Like, basically you don't, like, you know, you're an average wizard. Which means that you're not very good.
Yeah.
Let's see how bad it is, you know. How bad is playing a wizard at 11 int? Because I know that in Tombs of Scoria, the wizard had 14 int, and he was crying about it the entire 90 free sessions of the campaign. But, like,
God.
maybe it's fine. As a like at least it isn't like having low wisdom on a cleric where you get a chance to just not succeed on the spell whenever you cast it. Okay, here we go. Here's okay. So with 11, your base chance to learn any spell would be 45%. That's the roughest one.
What do you say?
Your base chance to learn any spell would be 45%. And you only get to try each spell once per level.
Not great.
Not great. Your max number of spells memorized your max number of spells for each level in total that you can learn would be 7. So you can only learn 7 first level spells, 7 second level spells, and so on. And the highest spell level you can ever reach is 5th, which is at 9th level.
This build like screams to me some kind of like scout or like tracker or something.
Yeah. The 6 dex is rough though.
But the question is, yeah, like what can I even play? Like, does rogue have a minor?
Yeah,
have a
rogue is banned.
Dex requirement?
You're banned from both rogue and warrior because of you don't have 9 strength and 9 dex.
Yeah,
you have to play wizard or priest as your like base class. Do you like weirdly qualify for something with the con and the wisdom? Let me look for the class list.
Such a scuff spread, man.
It is such a scuff spread. It is like, I mean, maybe the funniest part of this is like the like, oh shit, I'm showing stuff now. Ah, not supposed to showing that. Whatever. See, it paid off that I took away the tier list. Don't worry about that if you're an audience member. You do not need to worry.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, let's see here. Let's look at the Discord. I've made a thing. With all of the fucking classes.
What about races? What races are banned right now?
You have really high con. So I think you can play most of them. You can play dwarf. You can play halfling. You can play gnome, I think. Yeah, I think you can play... Maybe you can't play like half elf. I think you can't play. I think they have a dex requirement.
Doesn't halfling have a dex requirement?
Maybe. I know they have a con requirement. Con is like the main stat that is required on races.
Let's see. Where do you find the...
It's in chapter 2.
Races, maybe?
It's table 7. Yeah. Table 7. Oh, elf's dex requirement is actually only 6. Halfling. You're banned from halfling.
Yeah, I mean...
Halflings actually have a strength requirement of 7. I guess they're farmers. You're actually also banned from dwarf. They also have a strength requirement. Yeah, so it's half-elf, gnome, or human. Yeah, it's the strength.
Half-elf is not banned?
Half-elf is not banned, yeah. You actually qualify. Let's looky here. Too low on dex. Was too low on charisma. Too low on int and wisdom. Con wisdom. Wait, you qualify for shaman, don't you?
Shaman?
The weird
shaman
build. It's from it's one of the expanded classes. I haven't studied it that much yet. It's in my... You remember I put the giant list on Discord, like all the prestige classes in Greater 2E?
Yeah. Shaman is... Just to make sure, Shaman is a cleric, right?
Yes, it is a priest subclass. I haven't looked into it a lot. It seems to be like a ghost priest. Like talking with the dead kind of priest. And I have put it on needs further study, so I'm not sure that I'm ready to run it yet, is the problem. Because I haven't really read through it.
Yeah,
it's the longest.
We can use not to.
I read through like Monk and Crusader a bunch, and I thought those were both fine. So I expect to think that Shaman is fine, but it was like 4 times as long of a text, because it has a whole bunch of unique mechanics that I haven't read.
Okay,
otherwise, wait, you have pretty good stats here. Oh, you don't qualify for any of the wizard specialties either? No, perception isn't a real stat.
I'm thinking that since this is gonna be a weird ass character anyways,
yeah,
I might try gnome.
Oh shit. Fuck yeah.
But I don't know. I don't remember what kind of how gnomes work in your setting.
So gnomes are tiny creatures in my setting. They're not small.
Yeah.
They're like they're mostly inspired by like Swedish tomtar.
Yeah.
You have the forest gnomes who are a lot like that, and then you have the rock gnomes who are slightly bigger. They're like, if like the forest gnomes are like actual fucking Smurfs, you know? Then you got like the rock gnomes in my world are like a little bit bigger. They're still tiny mechanically, but
wait. How would playing an actual Smurf work? Like in terms of size?
I don't know. I just want them to be different, so I made them a tiny creature. I just made them a Smurf.
Yeah. I mean that's cool. I'm just wondering like how is this gonna work in gameplay?
I don't know. They're magical creatures, you know, so they stab good anyway.
Okay.
Fuck it. It's fun. The rock gnomes are somewhat bigger.
Sure.
The rock gnomes are like 2 feet tall at least.
Okay, yeah.
I still allow them to be tiny mechanically, but they are closer to halflings, I guess.
Yeah.
And they're more city dwellers, you know, they're the inventor crazy kind. Forest gnomes are less designed to be player characters. They're more designed to be like woodland creatures.
Okay, so if I were to play a rock gnome,
yeah,
how would that like work in general?
So it's a question of like world building versus fun, right? Like I really like the idea of gnomes rhyming.
I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna rhyme. Like you can't make me rhyme throughout this entire campaign.
I have seen people be forced to do it before.
But for the entire campaign?
Yes! I saw a motherfucker rhyme for 20 sessions.
Okay, well,
well,
I might try, but I might try, but
the way that I think of it, right, is that gnome culture is less about like they have to rhyme to communicate, and more that like rhyming is considered polite. And if you're not rhyming, you're talking like a street crud, you know? You're being sure. Brash if you're not rhyming. That's sort of the culture I haven't written it. I have shamelessly stolen from Koibu.
Okay, so I am like in my mind right now I am going to play a gnome.
Okay.
But I want to.
So gnomes can't be priests.
I want to establish like what. Yeah, I mean I was gonna be a wizard anyways.
Yes.
I mean
gnomes. So this is one of the things that I changed the rules for. So gnomes are a little bit interesting. In my mind, gnomes are just autistic. That's like they're like racially autistic. That's their thing. That's cool. And so they specialize. And so by the book, gnomes are not allowed to be wizards. They can only be illusionist specialists, which requires 16 dex, which is lame. So the way that I like to do it is that gnomes, like, they can only be specialist wizards, and they cut the stat requirements for it. They just get to be a specialist wizard. That is
That's interesting.
That's my homebrew of gnomes. Because they get to be specialists because they're autistic.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, if you play a gnome, you get +1 int, -1 wisdom.
All right.
So you go to 12 int, which will improve your spell learning
so
to 50%.
Yeah, that's nice.
And if when you're a specialist, you get another 15% in your specialty, so you get a good 65.
Yeah, so I'm thinking because this character, the low dex is kind of messing that up too a bit, but I'm thinking that this character is not gonna be a very good combat character.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like, how would like, if we're talking, like artificing, right? Like the artificing 5e.
Artificer is a specialty wizard in 2nd edition.
Oh, it is?
Yes, it is. It is a subclass of wizard.
Well, so, I was thinking something like that.
I've sent you the book Spells and Magic, right? Player's Option Spells and Magic.
Yeah.
Artificers are described
I prefer using the worm if I can, but
yeah, it's on the worm as well. The Spells and Magic. And then it's under... Where is it?
Wizard?
I'm looking through it. Wizard, Schools of Magic... That's not it.
Customize wizard?
Is it just a magic chapter? No. Systems of Magic.
Specialist in Schools of Effect, Philosophy,
yes, that's it. Where are you?
Oh yeah, that's Artificer. Wizard characters, then Specialist in Schools of Thaumaturgy, Artificer.
Oh, it's on a wizard characters. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so the way that being a specialist wizard works is that you can specialize either in a philosophy, which is the typical, like, you can be a conjurer or an enchanter, or because that's called the school of the spell is called the philosophy of the spell. Then you can be a specialist in effect, and this is more like the outcome of the spell. So like you can be a specialist in elemental spells, like fire magic, for example. Then you are an effect specialist, because there are both conjuration fire spells, and there are invocation fire spells, and evocation fire spells, and there's necromantic fire spells. But if it's fire, then you can specialize it with fire magic. And then you got there. That's also where you have your dimensionalist, your mentalist, your shadow mage, and stuff like that. Then you have specialists in schools of thaumaturgy, which is like how you cast your spells is different. So here you have, for example, the artificer who casts spells by building specific tools that create the magical effect when they're triggered in some way, or the geometer who draws like magic circles in the ground like it's fucking Full Metal Alchemist and makes magic that way, and who specializes in spell scroll construction. So the thing about the alchemist, though,
Artificer.
Right, the artificer. Well, the thing about either of them, like the alchemist, the artificer must maintain a well-equipped laboratory and workshop. A first-level artificer begins play with a suitable facility as his base of operations. Building a new laboratory costs at least 1,000 gold per character level. And existing laboratories cost 50 gold per level to maintain each month. An artificer without a laboratory loses access to the bonus spells provided by the specialization and cannot conduct research, make magic items, or add new spells to his spellbook. This basically locks you into some kind of apprentice role, which might be fine. But you need, like, someone to use their lab, you know?
Yeah, I was thinking already anyways that I would like to... it would be cool to be like some kind of... You know, be in a workshop, essentially.
Cool. You will basically
So
be a
then the
shitty
question
wizard
is-
until level 4, and then you'll be like a really cool wizard.
Alright. So then the question is, where does this make sense?
Oh, Ignalia. We're going to Ignalia. That's the only
Which
place
is-
I can put an artificer in my world. It's
Where
it's
is
north
Ignalia?
of, it's north of Ventus, north of the Brushlands. It's the wizard place.
Oh, the city. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about a country or something.
No, we're going to Ignalia. We're going to
Right.
the city that is entirely built around the University of Magic.
Yeah.
And that's cool because I have a whole campaign written for that I'm never gonna get to play. So I'm gonna chop it up to bits and use pieces to make your campaign instead. This is the city that this entire region was built to facilitate, because I was writing that campaign, and then that campaign didn't happen. Who knows? Maybe one day it happens. I have no idea. Anyway, so we are a wizard specialist / artificer. Cool.
Yeah. And since I am a gnome, you said I get -1 wisdom and +1 int.
Yes, so you're going to have 12 int and 13 wisdom.
Yeah.
Cool. Rock gnome.
Cool.
Wanna roll a d4 for HP?
Sure. I don't get any bonuses for con, right?
Nope.
HP. Show me the one.
4!
Oh, 4.
Max HP. Let's go.
Wow.
I was gonna put your AC
A
to 10,
tanky
and then you can
wizard.
prove me different eventually. You can prove me wrong over time. Actually, wait, you have 6 decks! Wait! What is your defensive adjust? Oh no.
-1.
Yep. So
minus
you
1.
have 9 AC as your base.
Yeah, time to fill in this whole thing. I have -1 to hit as well from my strength.
Yeah. Yeah.
Weight allowed is 20.
Yep. Now, playing a gnome is smart when you roll really low strength, because I will reduce the weight of many of your items because you are tiny. You are 2 feet tall, you know? As a rock gnome, you are... If you stand on your tippy toes, you're up to the knee on most humans.
Yeah. I'm just filling in the thingies.
About half size from a halfling. 2/3 of a dwarf. Basically, the way that I did it is that I split rock gnomes and forest gnomes further apart, so that...
Wait, did you say half the size of a halfling, 2/3 of a dwarf?
Yeah, dwarves are shorter than halflings.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dwarves are 3 feet on average, halflings are 4 foot on average.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Is that like the normal thing?
think so. That's how I've always understood it.
Dwarves are usually taller than halflings in most like things.
Oh, they are. I just had a wrong assumption here. Okay, reverse those. 2/3 of a halfling's half a dwarf.
Okay, yeah.
For some reason, I had it reversed in my mind. Oh yeah, sure. However, according to this book, gnomes are also bigger than halflings, which I reject entirely. So yeah, my gnomes are just...
Yeah, but that's your specific
Yeah, but I feel like that's weird in any setting, that they're bigger than halflings. That's just strange.
Aren't they usually like the same size?
I feel like they're usually smaller, but whatever. I basically made my rock gnomes be closer to like the standard D&D gnome, and I made my forest gnomes closer to like what I want gnomes to actually be, which is fucking tomtar.
Yeah.
And that way I can like allow player characters to play the rock gnomes if they want to, but I can fill my world with my idea of a gnome.
Yeah. Dude, Il, I have +2 surprise adjust. No one is catching me off guard.
Well, you rolled a 1 on surprise today.
I did do that.
And that would still
But
surprise
unless
you.
that happens, no one is catching me off guard.
Yeah, you only have a 10% chance to be caught off guard. You'd never roll a 10% chance, right?
Never.
Never.
Not once.
There's currently a very
Not
big lore situation going on in Koibu's world, which he is releasing through like Patreon posts of like lore documents that are happening between campaigns. And he is rolling the events very clearly. Like, we know that he's rolling what's going on happening in these lore documents. And then he's just writing the fiction around the results. And there is a moment where a dragon has made a constitution saving throw against poison and failed. It was a 15% chance. And the meme of like 15% for the world to go under is pretty big in the Koibu community right now. We're all mad that it was 15% for everything to go to shit, and it happened, and we hate it. Aww. Fuck all the good endings to all the campaigns. Everything's bad now.
So everything went bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Il, the most important question. How many attacks of opportunity?
1. You're not a fighter. It's very easy when you're not a fighter. I've realized.
1.
This is why I've now memorized that if you're not a fighter, it's easy, and if you're a fighter, it's hard. That's just how it works.
Okay. I'm gonna roll four-handedness.
Hey, let's go.
D10. It's 10 is ambidextrous, 9 is left-handed, right?
Yes.
Yeah. 2
Why
is
did you-
right-handed.
Okay, yeah, I got a different roll showing up late. Cool. 2, yeah, right-handed, like every other character so far. Excellent.
And no, my first character I think was ambidextrous.
Oh yeah, he was. You're right. William. I forget that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Cool. Great. When I roll, do gnomes have hotness?
I guess relative to gnomeness,
Sure. Roll me gnome hotness.
it's 3d6, right?
Yeah, it's
Still?
3-6.
I guess I'll roll grub too while I'm at it.
Sure.
Hotness first.
That's a good-looking
above
gnome.
average.
Good-looking gnome. Comes with the constitution. Healthy-looking gnome, you know?
And the grub is
Eats everything.
likes food. Likes food a lot.
Yep. Happy eater. Cool.
Happy
Most
eater.
important stat.
So are there any other like racial traits of gnomes that I should write down?
Oh boy. Yes, there probably are. Gnomes, gnomes, gnomes.
Complete book of
Gnomes.
gnomes and halfling.
Kin to dwarves, gnomes are noticeably smaller than their distant cousins. Gnomes. Gnomes are significantly larger. Gnomes prefer to live in areas of rolling rocky hills. Well, my rock gnomes live in cities mainly, so that's wrong. One thing is that when you learn languages, in addition to normal languages, you can learn to speak mole, or badger, or weasel, or shrew, or ground squirrel.
Badger.
You can learn to speak badger.
Yeah, I see that now.
Oh yeah, you have a higher magic resistance. You gain a bonus of +1 for every 3.5 points of constitution to any saving throw done against a spell. Or wands, rods, and staffs. So
for every 3.5 points of constitution.
Yes, exactly. So that with a 14, that's 3, 7, 9.5. That's 4. That's a +4 to both your RSW save and your spell save.
With 4, it's
+4.
yeah, wait. Yeah.
Wait, the next fucking paragraph is so funny for this character. Gnomes also suffer a 20%.
So wait,
yeah.
What do you say? Which stats?
Rod, staffs, wands, and spell save.
Where's the spell?
What do you guys do saving throws?
But that's only spell, right?
So let's just do your saving throws right away.
Rod, staff, wands too?
Yes.
Here it only says spell.
I'm reading the paragraph. It says, this bonus applies to saving throws against magical wands, staffs, rods, and spells. In the gnome text.
And then we're on a different page. I'm looking in the complete book of gnomes and halflings. So
that's wrong. That's not. No. We're just reading Player's Handbook here.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't use the complete handbooks at all. We use the Player's Handbook, the Dungeon Master's Guide, and the Option Series book. The complete books are weird, and I will only ever use them for like special subclasses that I think are cool, like Barbarian or the Ninja classes, which I'm not ready to play with yet, but eventually I will want to play with. But yeah, we can just do your saving throws.
Yeah, I've already done those, no.
Okay, cool. So yeah, just add a +4 to spells and RSW. And then, the most fun thing. Gnomes also suffer a 20% chance of failure every time they use any magical item except weapons, armor, shields, or illusionist items. Which, the illusionist item, I will translate to being in your specialty. So if you use something that is like artificing related, then you don't have this chance of failure, because rather than illusionist, it just is specialist, right? So in your field of specialty. But if you use something that is outside of your field of specialty, you have a 20% chance of it going boom, or failure, or fizzling, or fucking up somehow. The check is made each time the gnome attempts to use the device, or in case of continuous devices, each time the device is activated. You have a +1 to hit against kobolds and goblins.
What?
That's a fun one.
There's a beef.
What are you confused about right now?
No, I'm not confused about it. I'm just reading through
okay.
the text.
Yeah, I'm kind of reading through it as well.
Gnomes can sense a cursed item if the device fails to function. Well.
Yep.
You said kaboom, isn't it just that it just doesn't work?
Yeah, I feel like there's room for flavor.
I mean, could be.
I feel like it depends on what kind of magic item it is.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of them wouldn't really make sense for it to be.
No. But if
taboo, per se.
it's like a necklace of fireballs, then I feel like it's more fun to make it blow up in your
Sure.
hand than for it to fizzle. It depends on the magic item, you know?
Yeah, okay. +1 to against kobolds and goblins.
Yep. +4 to AC
Ogre, magic giant,
against
fight.
the big creatures.
Okay, that's neat.
Yep. Gnomish infravision for 60 feet.
What is infravision?
Infravision is basically heat vision in the dark.
Ah, okay. Pink tunnel.
You can determine approximate depth underground. Like a gnome. Like a dwarf, I mean.
No one's able to take the phone.
Yep. That's about it. Cool. Very, very cool. I need to find a fucking gnome art somewhere in the old books to use as your new background image.
Yeah.
Man, this is sick. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be mostly fun because you're gonna be playing a gnome in a place where like gnomes are not. It's not like a gnome city, right? It's a pretty normal city with mostly humans, which means that there's gonna be less pressure on you to rhyme because like it's mostly when you speak with other gnomes, they'll be like, "You fucking rude ass if you don't do it." And so you could easily say that like you went here to escape oppressive gnome culture, and you don't like rhyming. That's doable.
I have pretty low charisma, so I guess that might play into it.
Maybe.
Again, though, I'm gonna try rhyming, but like, don't get your hopes up.
I won't.
Okay?
I won't. I just remember rhyming. Oh, that wasn't in your session. That was in Timmy's session. In Means of Magic, when with the whole like handing off sessions we did before it started.
Yeah. He had a gnome like in. Didn't he have like a gnome master or something?
Yeah. And he also got the gunpowder from a gnome salesman on the boat, and I rhymed that whole conversation, and I aced it, and he was so impressed. I was so happy. Oh, it was good. It's very good.
Okay.
I remember one of the rhymes. I remember going, "If you are careless and it goes kaboom, that will surely lead to your doom." I was very pleased with that one.
So, Il, how do like spells work for the artificer? I probably need to read through this whole thing about artificers, don't I?
I feel like we can do spell learning for session 1.
Sure.
I think that's more fun also, because then you get to do some reading beforehand and be a bit more ready. And this video doesn't turn out to be like 2 hours long.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like that also with a wizard, spell learning feels more session-y than it does with a cleric. With a cleric, it's mostly like, okay, let's just write down the list. With a wizard, spell learning is like a big deal. So we'll do all your spells next time. What I want this time, though, is your non-weapon proficiencies. I think those are going to be interesting to put in.
Sure. So I have 3 languages. And how many other non-weapon do I have?
As a wizard, you have quite a few. You also have 1 weapon proficiency. What is the 1 weapon you use poorly? Remember, like, your only options are basically dagger, sling, and staff.
Okay, wait. Where do I find this information?
That is
what
basically
I have?
dagger, sling, and staff.
Yeah.
I think it's in the wizard chapter. there's the proficiency page. Now I can find the wizard thing. It's like somewhere in the big block of text about wizards, unfortunately.
Okay, wizards severe in the weapons they are limited to those that are easy to learn, or sometimes used for in their own research. Handle ways to use a dagger or a staff. Irons that are traditionally used for magic. Other weapons are other darts, knives, and slings.
Yep.
But I have rock throwing.
Do you want to specialize in rock? Be proficient in rock? Rock is a weapon.
Isn't that a thing?
It's literally a weapon,
Isn't
yes.
that a thing you can do?
Yeah, rock is in the master weapons list.
Yeah, what happens if you're proficient in rock?
You are worse than if you're proficient in sling in every single way.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. It's like being proficient in sling, but bad. I guess the benefit it has is that your weapon can't break, because you can always just find more rocks. That's the benefit.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the same with sling. I mean sling or well, at least ammo.
Yeah. Like if someone kills, gets your sling out, then you can't really fire it anymore because you don't have a sling.
Yeah.
Remember, it is the spinny sling, not the pullback sling, right?
Yeah, sling, not slingshot.
Yeah, perfect.
Slingshots, fun fact, are like pretty modern weapons because the materials just didn't exist until like post-industrialization.
Yeah.
To make that kind of weapon.
Cool. Yeah, let's go Sling Wizard. That is a classic 2nd edition build. Sling Wizard is the typical one. Cool.
I mean, I thought that I'm a rock gnome, so I figured slinging rocks, you know.
Yeah, I figured that if you were going to be proficient in rock, then you could have the awesome line where like, you've silenced me. I can't cast spells, but didn't you know? I am a rock gnome. I cast stone. Fuck you. But you can't say any of that because you're silenced, but whatever. Okay. Let's see here.
You can't kill the rock and roll. You can't silence it.
You fucking appear above someone like, can you smell what the rock gnome is cooking? Just drop it on their head. we end up in arguments of like, I'm proficient in rock. I should be able to proficiently drop this giant fucking boulder on his head. And I'm like, you're proficient in rock, not in boulder.
Dude, I'm proficient in rock. I am a rock gnome. I should be able to use myself as a projectile.
Oh god, we're still in character creation of the first gnome character in Irondice mode, and we're already speaking of using you as a projectile. This is great. I know that gnomes in Koiba's world are so fucking unhinged that when a dragon was attacking their town, they strapped a bunch of their like soldiers to chairs, strapped rockets to the back, and fired themselves at the dragon with spears in their hands. It's great, and then like half of them blew up midair.
Wait.
Okay, non-weapon proficiencies.
I'ma share. I'ma share my. This is gonna be as an artificer. These are the type of weapons I shall create.
Okay. Catapult, yeah. That's sick. Okay, so, non-weapon proficiencies. You get 4 of your as a base initiative, plus your languages.
Yeah. Languages common is not counted, right?
Nope, common is not counted. You always speak common.
Yeah.
Or you can choose to only speak gnome, but like your mother tongue is not counted. You get 1 language for free.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I should speak gnome, right?
Yeah.
And probably common too, since I'm living in a human city.
Okay, yeah, so then spend 1 point on it.
Yeah,
I write down gnomish as your thing.
Okay. Let's see, where's the list of proficiencies?
Ooh, you could go engineering if you wanted to build catapults.
Could make sense.
Engineering in second edition is all about like building fortification tech, like ballistas and catapults and stuff like that.
Where's the table of all the non-weapon proficiencies?
It's table 37, if that helps.
Yeah, it's right there. Okay. Okay, so how many do I have? I have
6 left.
including the language slots, right?
Yeah, because you had 7 and you spent 1 on gnomish.
Yeah. I spent 1 on common.
Okay, yeah, sure, but whatever. I wrote down gnomish anyway.
Yeah, engineering does make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what does that engineering do?
Yeah, it is mainly about like catapults, river locks, grist mills, fortress engineering. It's about defensive tech, pretty much. Like you can use that to build other things too, but yeah.
Yeah, engineering. I'm thinking that's 2. That costs 2.
Yep. Yeah, it's very expensive if you're not a wizard.
That is int. Or you can do it as a cleric too, for some reason.
Okay, cool. I mean, yeah, it's, you know, the clerics and the wizards are the ones who sit down and study, you know?
Yeah.
Riodon with engineering.
Okay, I have -1 with the sling, I guess. Cause wait, no, that's melee. Wait. And missile hit adjust is my hit with range weapons, right?
Yes, that's what you use for dex, for the sling.
Yeah. Okay, I don't actually have a negative hit then somehow.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, mid stats. Stats take a while to get good in second edition. They also take a while to get bad, you know?
Yeah.
I will say, I will just give you some insight as a guy who knows a little bit more about second edition. Spellcraft is the best proficiency for wizards, by far. It's real good.
Yeah, makes sense.
It is the kind of thing that allows you to like know, like, oh, this is this kind of spell, and it basically is like
we
spell
take
lore. Yeah, spellcraft is sick. If he observes or overhears someone who is casting a spell, or if he examines the material components used, he can attempt to identify the spell being cast. It's stuff like that. It's sick.
Reading, writing makes sense.
If you can write a note on spellcraft, you can note that you have a +3 when it has to do with artificing, because you're a specialist. So anything related to artificing is spellcrafting at a +3.
Okay. So yeah, I have 2 left now. Lots.
Yep. Wait, what did you take? You did reading, writing? Yeah.
Yeah, reading, writing.
Literacy. Got it. I just renamed that to literacy now generally because it's easier to fill into a form.
Sure.
Okay. Is it time to spend 2 slots of ventriloquism? Is it time?
Yes, it is.
Awesome. Of course it is. Astrology is kind of cool.
That helped me.
So is like tumbling, I guess. There's also just the basic things that are always useful.
Looking up to the stars doesn't feel very fitting for this character.
Okay. There's stuff like blacksmithing. There's artistic ability.
Yeah, I was considering them.
Artistic ability could be cool.
God, blacksmithing is a strength thing.
Yeah. There's animal training if you want to have a pet rat. Or something like that.
Why a pet rat specifically?
Yeah, it can run around and scout for you.
But I am the scout. I am as small as a rat.
True.
Almost.
Well,
And I have 17 perception.
You can have, You can have leatherworking. That one's pretty tight. That's intelligence.
There's no like kind of like sneaking thing or anything worth stealth, right?
I don't see one. I'm looking for rogue. Yeah, no. No, disguise, I guess, is kind of that, but not quite. Yeah, rogue has the good ones there, but it's mostly that like hide in shadows is a rogue ability, so you need to like be a rogue to do like the 2E hiding mechanics. I think there are hide proficiencies, but they're in the expansion book, so I haven't gone through them yet. I need to make a document of like all the proficiencies from the expansion books that I allow.
I think maybe gem cutting.
Okay.
That could be like potentially baked into doing like magic artificing stuff, right?
Yeah. It's just Dex -2. What could go wrong?
Yeah, I mean, it's an ass, very bad, but like, I mean,
You do get
like it feels.
Yeah, here's the thing. Again, with proficiencies, the roll is less important because just by being proficient, you usually succeed at things. Unless it's especially difficult.
Yeah, I mainly just think like gems feel like they're like would be involved in artificing, right?
I totally get the feeling of that. I don't know how true it is, but I get the vibe.
I mean, yeah, gemstones are often like components, spell components and stuff. So
I imagine so. I haven't done a lot of looking into it.
you know, yeah, sure. Let's take gem cutting. If nothing else, it can be a hobby, I guess.
Hey, cool.
And that takes 2 slots, so
Yeah. This is what
that would be it.
Arvid's wizard had this, right?
I don't remember.
I think he did. And with this wizard, by the way, now every single base character class has been played on Irondice mode. Yay! We were lacking a wizard. Because Timmy's doing
all
the rogue.
of them except rogue were me.
Yeah, you haven't done the rogue, but Timmy's doing a rogue, so. Cool. We got a character. What is, I presume, his name?
Yeah, I'll do a dude.
Yeah.
I can't be fucked to be a lady.
Lady Gnome.
So she's not gonna be a gnome already. Yeah. I don't know, Il. What kind of names do gnomes have?
Well. I haven't put that much thought into it. It's like I'll be super real with you. Gnomes are the most undercooked motherfuckers in my world. It's
Time to get in the kitchen, boy.
yeah. So dwarves are usually named after like types of honor or types of minerals. So they can be named like fairness or bath salt. I don't know. Halflings are named after food. I think gnomes are named after... I think that... I have this idea in my head of gnomes as the autistic culture, right? Like, that's the core idea behind all of them. Especially the rock gnomes. Because, like, the forest gnomes and wood gnomes, I treat differently. I think that rock gnomes, who are, like, the giga autists, I think they named themselves. I think that's the thing that I want to go for. Like, you don't really get to have a name until you're old enough to decide for a name. And most of them named themselves after, like, their first interest that they're really into. So, like, you can have, like, a guy who names himself, like, Train Guy. But there's no trains. But, you know, autism names. Or in a more normal example might be, like, they have names like English surnames, where it's, like, your profession name. So, you could have, like, a guy called Smith, and a guy called Rope, and a guy called Black Powder. Like, whatever they're interested in studying and finding out more about and finding cool, something they've invented, they might name themselves after. I imagine that they, like, rename themselves later in life if they find a new special interest. They name themselves after that. So, like, whatever you are interested in doing, you might name yourself after that thing. I think that's sort of the culture.
Yeah.
And names are less important in gnome culture in general.
I think one thing I was, like, thinking about this character, with his, like, super high perception, I'm thinking he's kind of like, he likes looking for things, right?
I thought you were gonna say looking at people.
No.
Okay, he likes looking for materials.
So I'm thinking he's like, kind of like, when he's off work, off the clock,
yeah,
he's like the type of person to, like, go to the junkyard and look for gadgets.
Have you ever watched Dr. Stone?
A few episodes, but not really.
Did you get to the Chrome guy?
I'm pretty sure you were with me when I watched the, like, first like 3 episodes.
There's a character in Dr. Stone. He's like the secondary main character. And his whole thing is that he goes around and gathers materials. He's like, I know where to find salt. I know where to find, like, this specific kind of mineral. I collect all the cool rocks. And then he's really curious about stuff. And I think that's cool. That's what you made me think of. Okay, so what's your name then? Is it Looker? Like in Pokemon? Or is it some material that you really like finding, like junk?
I'm thinking Salvage.
Salvage, that's a cool name. That's a cool name.
It sounds like it could be a name too.
Yeah, Salvage. That's a great name. I love that name. Yeah. That's actually fucking inspired.
Yeah.
Yeah. Salvage the Artificer. Fuck yeah.
And
he's gonna salvage this junk of a campaign into something useful.
My size is tiny, right?
Yes, your size is tiny.
Is my speed still 120 or is it something else?
It's 6, which means it's 60.
Yeah, it's half, right?
It's half. Halflings, dwarves, and gnomes all have 6 base movement instead of 12.
Yeah. Yeah. But my base AC is still 10, right?
And 9 because you're low dex.
Yeah.
We can do equipment next time as well when we do spells.
Yeah.
We can figure it out during session 1. Cool, we got a guy. Wait, you have basically done enough that I know how to prep, so we can do the rest of character creation for session 1.
Yeah. I think it's like mostly it's like details with gear and stuff is left.
Yeah.
Actually, one more thing. How old do rock gnomes get?
Book on the wall. Tell me the answers.
I'm pretty sure it said, like, in the book itself, it said like 350 years or something.
Which is wrong in that case, because that's not how I run them.
Yeah,
I know I've nerfed, like, Dwarf Age, for example. Yeah, it says here that gnomes live between 200 and 500 years. And I don't like that.
Yeah.
I would say gnomes live like similar to halflings, which is like the oldest ones get to like 200, most get to like 150.
So what is adult age for a gnome?
Oh, that I can keep this stuff from here. That can I can use the halfling for. You pass into adultness. Around like 22, 23.
All right.
You become middle-aged at 50. Rather than humans who get to 45.
I'm thinking this might be like a pretty young character if I'm like
I mean, yeah, we're playing level 1
apprentice.
guys, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Wanna be like 25? I don't know.
I'm thinking probably less than adult age.
Okay, cool.
If I'm like...
Sure.
Maybe like...
You're gonna play a university student, right? Since I built this entire university setting.
I mean,
it's not very
makes
restraining.
Sense.
It's not very restraining. It's more so like it's basically like belonging to a guild more than anything else.
I was assuming I was gonna be like an apprentice to like some.
That's what that would entail, pretty much.
Okay, that's part of the university.
Yes. We can go more into it, but you being affiliated with this giant university thing, which I will explain to you in detail next session, would make everything a lot easier to run as a campaign here. That's basically how I can imagine that you have access to a lab.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Gotcha. Why do I have like side floof?
Yeah, you've had like weird hair all session.
Yeah, it's been going.
Maybe you need to take a fucking shower. Who knows?
I took one this morning. It was fine. It's just been getting like this quicker and quicker. Oh man. I even took a late shower today. I showered at like 11 because I had D&D in the morning.
Age, I don't know. Let's say age 20, I guess. So I'm a minor by gnome standards, but old enough by human standards to be a university student. I guess
that makes sense. I mean, in TB's campaign, there is a plotline right now of sending a 9-year-old to this university.
Okay.
Because like, it's there's not like there's a lower school system.
Yeah, fair enough.
But you know,
maybe even younger than like even as young as like 16 or something.
Okay, cool. That makes sense. That is cool.
So yeah, cool. Tiny from older guy to tiny person.
Yeah, tiny. Well then, we have created Salvage, a fantastic player character, and we'll play him next time on Irondice mode.
Yeah, cool. It's gonna be weird, but probably fun. Hopefully.
And so, as we set out for a new beginning, all we know is that David stay winning. See you next time.